The following program is intended for mature audiences.
Okay, New England, okay, Tom Brady, I give up studying this shit. I don't know what I seen last night in that Super Bowl. Only thing I can figure is the guy on Facebook today, black guy that claims you're Illuminati's. And I can't wait till later to see what Alex Jones has to say about this, because I'm a subscriber. I think it has to be Illuminati's. I can't even wear a shirt today. I get so pissed, I rip it off. I go into a rage, I sneeze venom. I swear to God. The black guy on Facebook's right. You're the devil. You won the greatest comeback ever in the Super Bowl, and you did it with white receivers. That one little fucker that made that catch out of the Matrix looks like an Ewok. How did he make your team anyways? Hell, he probably couldn't get hired on at Arby's. He'd be dropping curly fries every other shift. I don't know what I've seen. I know it's rare. I feel like I went hiking and ran into an albino polar bear or something and didn't have a way to prove it. In Atlanta, you're pathetic. You fuck up a wet dream. I swear to God. Never seen a quarterback cock-block himself so bad. And then your fans are being little bitches today. That guy on Facebook says, I'm going to go hang myself. Well, suicide's the puss way out, you puss. So if you do it, make sure you use a Windsor knot. That way your family don't have to buy you a tie for the funeral. It's just football, dick. But how pathetic. I bet when it went to overtime, the Falcons were stunned. They were just like, shh. Like that feeling when your stomach rumbles, you know? You hop out of the shower and first step you hit the towel is like, oh, I gotta take a shit.
You're now listening to the Truth Be Told podcast from Trillmatic.com. Trillmatic.com.
Welcome back to the Truth Be Told podcast. It's Riffa, you know what I'm saying, and your boy, Bigg UU.
That's right, it's your boy, Bigg UU, and we back once again with the Truth Be Told podcast.
Chill.
Hosted by Trillmatic.com.
Chill.
We got our homeboy G once again.
What's up with it?
He was on the last episode, you know what I'm saying? First off, before we get into anything, I really want y'all guys to go check us out on iTunes, Google Play. Now we on iHeartRadio. Make sure you go on there, give us a 5-star review.
5 stars.
Yeah.
5 stars.
Let us know what you think, what you like about the podcast. I've seen some of the reviews going up on iTunes, man. You know, we got some 5-star reviews on there.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Yeah, appreciate all that.
Good looking.
Yeah, make sure you tell a friend, tell everybody, you know, check out the Truth Be Told podcast. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot to talk about.
Dewey.
Y'all heard that little piece at the beginning.
Obviously, that's going to be a part of this.
The fucking Patriots won the Super Bowl.
The fucking Super Bowl.
We talked about it. Our prediction. We had our predictions last episode.
You know something real crazy about that shit? Remember on the last one, I was like, yo, they gonna win like 46, Falcons gonna win like 40-something to 3? And they had 3 points for a long ass time. I was like, yo, this shit might actually happen. You know what I'm saying?
Started having hope.
Yeah, I was like, no, that'd have been the illest prediction of all time.
Hey, that would have been dope.
Yeah, nah.
But, you know, it didn't become the illest prediction. It became the illest comeback.
Yeah.
Of Super Bowl history. Unfortunately. But yeah, it was the biggest comeback in the first overtime.
This sucks for every team out there. I'm gonna tell y'all why. Okay. It's gonna be a while before you get another quarterback that's won 5 Super Bowls.
Yeah. We're witnessing shit that ain't gonna be witnessed for many generations. Many generations. We ain't gonna see shit like this again. Shit, someone could say this happens once in a lifetime. No, this happens once in many lifetimes.
At least you'll be able to say, like, when you know we were all fucking old. We're like 55, 60 years old. You know what I'm saying? The Cowboys still haven't won a Super Bowl. The 49ers still haven't won a Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? The Patriots got like the most Super Bowls. They got like 12.
12, yeah.
Yeah. And it's like, you at least should be able to say you were there. You know what I'm saying?
I was there.
Yeah.
Oh.
Somebody's gonna be like, when Tom Brady's old as shit, somebody's gonna be like, who the fuck is that guy? And you're gonna be like, yo, he's one of the best quarterbacks of all time.
Put some respect on
He's
his
still
name.
a fucking hoe ass motherfucker, dog. You know what I'm saying?
I still don't like that nigga.
I was enjoying them getting that ass whooping in the beginning. I was really enjoying that shit.
It was funny because I was thinking when that was happening, I was like, we were all wrong. We all said the only way there would be an ass whooping if it was the other way around.
And
I
if the
said it, y'all agreed.
Migos
And
it performed at Super Bowl,
oh, if they would.
the Falcons would have won that shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what nobody say.
No, neither. I agree with you because we both we ran with that. That was our thing. You said it, and I was like, I'm with that.
Yeah.
And it didn't happen, so
Trump's
we can
America.
we can definitely back
I guess
that
I'm
up.
the only one that doesn't agree with that.
You don't agree with that shit?
He's a Lady Gaga fan.
Yeah.
I am.
You a Lady Gaga fan?
I'm not. I'm gonna say I am. No.
Yeah.
I'm not.
What y'all think about her performance?
Nah.
I was outside.
It was like, man.
I saw
Trash!
I saw the very beginning, and she was flying around like she was on public
Like
street
a
type of
dingbat?
shit. She just had her flying around, she was doing that, trying acrobatics, flips and shit.
Yeah.
And immediately I was like,
He was like, I'm uninterested.
I'm not
When I heard the first song, I was like, yo, this doesn't really have like a urban flavor to it, so Migos ain't gonna come out.
And that's what
And I'm not interested anymore. I was hoping, I was like, dude, Law, if she's like real, she'll bring the Migos and Ray Shrimmer out because they had the number one songs. I mean, why not? You know what I'm saying? It didn't happen though, so
she ain't real.
It makes sense to do that, but
I mean, come on, why wouldn't you do that? You could be a country singer. You're supposed to bring out Migos.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Introducing Migos.
Yeah. And just let them come out and rock with you.
And Ray Shrimmer. How do
you
say
Ray Shamard? Shamard? What is that? Oh, it's drummer's ear backwards. Oh, shit. I didn't know.
That's pretty smart.
That's actually pretty nice. Yeah, I didn't know that. Nah, I mean, like, to be honest though, man, I feel for all the Falcons fans out there.
I do too.
I was hyping it up on Twitter. I was like, oh man, I was like shitting all over the fucking
Patriots.
The Patriots, man.
Patriots.
And, yeah, people came back and this one guy came back on Twitter and he like tweeted everybody that was shitting on the Patriots. He came back and tweeted all of them after they won. Like, he was like, yeah, fuck you, delete your account. You know what I'm saying?
You're dumb.
Like, oh, you gonna talk shit now? You know what I'm saying? Like,
you know, and he damn
15 minutes ago, you was fucking nervous as shit.
But you probably crying.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, man. It was just horrible, man. But
it was very unfortunate.
I mean, you know, it's just football.
But you gotta give it.
But it is what it is. Yeah.
That's why this, I mean, a lot of people are like, yo, because, you know, like when you watch the NBA playoffs, there's 7 games, so there's enough time to go back and forth.
Yeah.
Somebody can get swept, but you know,
they get a chance to get their groove, possibly,
right.
And then they take over. If they lose the first game, they can still come back and win.
You don't need to do that in football. You
can't.
As you can see.
Yeah.
You don't need to do that.
Yeah. Well, there's no way for a team to get the chance. They lose, they're out.
Yeah.
They
lose, they're out. But at the same time, though, there's there's 4 quarters. They're almost like little games within themselves.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like that,
yeah. So like, you never need to do a best out of 3 or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I just, but let me ask a real question. Is Tom Brady the greatest quarterback of all time? I want to hear G. Is he the greatest QB of all time? That's the talk out here in the streets, in the football world, in the sports world. Tom Brady is the best quarterback of all time.
I think I would have to agree.
It's arguable. It definitely is. I mean,
But
people can say that.
arguable.
It's arguable, but
It's arguable. Who's better?
What's arguable is what I'm saying. People who are his fan and who are saying it, they have a good argument. They can't, like, if before you're like, I don't know, they definitely have a good argument now.
Is it Tom Brady that's good?
Already,
or is a lot of people are saying, well, it's the system that he's in and all that?
Well, you can't. I mean,
because let's be
do you
real.
Think you could put another quarterback in that system and they perform just as well? Probably not.
The way I see it,
I don't know.
It's just like it's.
You mean to tell I mean, come on. You don't think that if like whatever system they got going on, QB coaches, whatever coaches, the head coach, Bill Belichick, Bill Belichick can't do that with somebody else.
I don't know. I mean, You're basically saying that it's not Tom Brady, it is the system. Like, so basically saying if it's Tom Brady goes to another team, he wouldn't perform as well.
I don't think he would. I don't think he would.
I don't think either. That's what I'm saying. But the thing is, I don't think you could just bring in any quarterback and they'd be just as great.
I think you can, though.
You're saying they could put Tebow in there. I think Tebow could be the great up there and be great.
I think
Mark Sanchez. You think Mark Sanchez?
No, wait. I think you have to have some level of. Okay, it's just like Phil Jackson, right? Like you got to have somebody that's like you can mold into a Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You have to have somebody there that's like.
But you can't mold everyone into a Jordan.
I mean, you have to have natural talent first.
Obviously.
You can't have like first no talent.
It's like Kobe, I think, Kobe with Phil Jackson and his second coming of another Jordan, how he kind of molded him.
I think Dak would do well.
You think Dak would do
in that system?
He's a great athlete, that's why, off top.
That's what I'm saying.
And he showed such greatness in his first season. But
I think there's a lot of. I think Matt Ryan could do well in that. I think Kirk Cousins could.
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of, might come to the Niners.
Yeah,
but
I think even Kaepernick could.
Yeah,
I think he could do better. Under the Bill Belichick and the Patriots.
It is a lot to play with the system,
right?
But you can't just throw anybody and think the system is going to make them the best player.
No,
they have to mesh well. They just have to understand it. They have to mesh with it.
But I think that if you put Tom Brady under, like, you
put him on the Browns, is he going to bring them to the Super Bowl? I don't think so.
But Tom Brady right now under the Browns, maybe.
You think he'd take him to the Super Bowl?
Yeah, because
statement.
I'm gonna say Tom Brady. Right? I'm gonna say why. I'm gonna say
toilet bowl.
I think Tom Brady is cold enough. Like, and I don't really like talking good on Tom Brady because I fucking can't stand this fucker. Right, but I have to give props to props to. The motherfucker's good.
Yeah.
Okay, he is one of the best of all time.
Definitely.
It's still arguable about the greatest of all time.
There's argument,
but I mean, we'll see over time. You know what I'm saying?
He's definitely the best of this time, of this era.
Of
Since
course.
he's been in the NFL, he's the best of that time.
Of course. Except Eli, you know?
Oh, the only guy to shut him down.
Eli.
The only guy to shut him down in the Super Bowl.
Little guy called Eli.
Goofy face.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The Mannings have shut down Tom Brady a few times. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So
definitely. Both brothers. It's a Manning thing.
Right.
It's definitely a Manning thing.
Archie.
Throw Archie in there. You think
Archie will probably fuck him up too. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You can fuck up Brady's streak and shit. Yeah.
Nah, it's just crazy because, I mean, like, everybody's like, yo, he's the GOAT, but let's be real though. I mean, he can't get past Eli.
He can't.
Let's just be honest.
If he was the GOAT, it's hard to claim the GOAT because, GOATs, like people who've been to the Super Bowl, some of them have never lost in the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they didn't go as many times,
right,
but at least they didn't go and they didn't lose. Whereas
like Eli.
But Brady's been to the Super Bowl 7 times and lost 2. You know what I'm saying? So
keep in mind
against
the
Eli.
Patriots blew an 18-1 perfect season.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, 18-0 at first.
It was supposed to be 19-0.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah.
I mean, like, that's probably not. I don't know if that's ever going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like a team go undefeated all the way into the Super Bowl. That's probably the closest you're going to fucking get. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
And Brady was a part of that.
And you got to say that's probably heartbreaking as fuck, bruh. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? As a player on the team, and y'all niggas are like whooping ass. Y'all the best team in the league. Y'all over here breaking records. Y'all winning every single game, and you get Super Bowl and you fucking blow it.
I bet you that if you would ask him what is the worst. What was your worst experience in the NFL? That'd probably be his worst experience to have lost that season, last game in the Super Bowl.
Hell yeah.
The other Super Bowl he lost doesn't even hurt as much as that one because that was the undefeated season. That was blown away. Yeah. Torn away.
Just saying, Tom Coughlin and Eli. Man. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Maybe they the GOATs. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Tom Coughlin and Eli beat Bill Belichick and Tom Brady twice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You know what I'm
saying? They definitely have the remedy. They know what it takes to beat them. How to shut
them
down.
Know. Giants always know because we lost. The only 2 losses that came in the season before we lost the playoffs was from the Giants. Yeah. They're the only ones that ever had us.
They seem to be able to figure out great teams,
the tough teams,
and how to shut them down.
And then they fucking suck through everything else.
They're not great. Yeah, they're not good at all.
Yo, I just want everybody to know that is listening right now that's a Giants fan. Listen, I'm a Cowboys fan. It's still fuck the Giants, bitch. We still rep the NFC East. It's still ours, nigga. I just want everybody to know that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not shouting y'all out because I like y'all.
I'm a 49er.
I just hate the Patriots that much. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Put your tequila up, bros.
Yeah, we're gonna take a tequila shot.
Take a shot. Click it. There we go. Y'all heard that. Salud.
I don't even really do tequila like that, but I did it this time.
Thank you.
Woo. But yeah, man. So all in all, y'all think he's the greatest of all time?
I'd have to disagree, and I can't say he's the greatest. He's definitely one of the greatest.
He beat out Joe Montana, bro.
He beat him out. He did.
Yeah,
he did.
That's another thing too, bro. These motherfuckers got 5 Super Bowls now.
But you can't. They
got 5 rings now.
You can't argue against other old quarterbacks when it's just a different time. You really can't. It's like the same thing where you say the whole Kobe, Jordan, LeBron.
When it was tougher?
It's a different time.
You think it's tougher now than it is then?
They protect the quarterbacks a lot more.
That's what I'm saying.
So it's not tougher. It's
the
tougher
quarterbacks used to get their ass ate the fuck up.
They used to have to play football.
Yeah.
Quarterbacks don't have to play football anymore.
They really
don't. They're damn near playing touch football.
Yeah,
quarterbacks.
It sucks sometimes when I see somebody coming in, I'm like, oh, he's about to light his ass up. You know what I'm saying? And he just kind of taps him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and I'm like, damn, man, take his fucking head off.
Ass fucking flags getting thrown when the quarterback throws the ball and then he gets to just roughing the passer. I'm
like he runs into somebody and they call it roughing the passer.
How is he supposed to stop? He had full momentum running at the quarterback and he throws the ball. Is he supposed to just hit the brakes? You can't do that. You just got to go through. You got to follow. Your legs can't stop. You're going to keep going.
You know they're going to protect Tom Brady too, man. You know
definitely.
You know the NFL guys like certain players that they're like, yo, we need him.
Yeah. So didn't it happen in the game where there was a roughing the passer on him or something?
There was a couple things that happened in the game where I was like, this is a little questionable, bro.
It was a Brady thing. Like when it happened, I was like, of course this is going to happen. Or they're going to throw that flag. It's Tom Brady.
There was one, I think even the 2-point conversion, I don't know. I was looking at the replays. I didn't see the ball cross the line for the 2-point conversion that they got in there. I didn't see the ball cross the line, but there was offsides. You know what I'm saying? On the other team, on the Falcons. So maybe I gotta look at the replay to see if the ball actually crossed the line, but it didn't like it crossed the line. And I feel like they gave it to him just to give it to him. You know
fuck it. It's gonna be a good story.
Right. Yeah, like, it's 28-28. Why not? You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. Trump called that in. Yeah. You know Bill Belichick and Tom Brady is some strong Trump supporters.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Trump even came on Twitter and congratulated them. You know what I'm saying? And
white receivers.
Yeah.
They have a white core.
Bruh, Richard Spencer tweeted out, he was like, did you see that shit?
I saw, I don't remember what exactly he said, but he had that whole segment of things.
Right.
And I was just like, next thing that he missed off the list was white supremacy.
Right.
I was just like,
he said it. He's like, if y'all don't know who Richard Spencer is, he's a neo-Nazi that got punched recently in the side of his head. And, he was the guy that was doing all hell Trump at that fucking meeting or whatever. He got on Twitter and he was like, I'm going for the Patriots because, like, one, they got he said they're consistently the whitest team.
Yeah.
All right. And then he said, he's like,
support Trump.
All their receivers is white.
Yep.
They support Trump. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, what?
It's
like, alt-right?
It's all white.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, it is what it is, man.
It's just, you know, fuck it. It is great for football to have this type of story, though. It is.
Right.
You know, football player. It only happens once, obviously, to have a quarterback this great. You know what I'm saying? He's great.
Yeah.
Hands down. So, you know, hats off to New England Patriots, you know, winning the Super Bowl. Didn't want him to win.
Nobody wanted him to win.
But expected him to. That's the thing. Pretty much everybody expected him to.
Kind of did expect him to win. But
we wanted the Falcons to show up and do something. And then they did. Yeah. And we're thinking, holy shit, they showed up.
They've been murking their asses off.
And then it was kind of like when we were talking, it's like this has to be too good to be true. Yeah. And then it ended up being. Yeah. It was like, are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
You gotta be an angry Falcons player after that shit, dog. You gotta go cry in the car.
Angry Falcons player, angry fan.
Yeah.
You're angry strippers in Atlanta because you knew you were going to get a payday if they would have won.
I guarantee you, somebody on the Falcons went into the locker room and threw their helmet and then sat down and started crying. I guarantee that shit. Somebody in that bitch started crying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How could you not cry? What the fuck?
That's one of the that's one of the moments you'll see a grown man crying.
Yeah.
You know
what do you? Let's say you're on the Falcons. Let's wait. Hold on. No. Let's say you're on the Falcons, right? But you're not a starter. You're like third string, right? Like you never get any playing time. You know what I'm saying? You just be on the sidelines.
So you're kind of pissy already.
Shit,
to the organization,
right? Nobody ever wants to put you in. Like you be asking to put in. You make like $120,000 a year. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't do shit.
That's what y'all motherfuckers get,
right? And then you see like the starter comes in. He's in the fucking locker next to you. And he throws his shit down. He starts crying. Do you feel bad?
No. Do you console him? Do you put your hand on his shoulder and say, it's going to be all right?
Yeah.
You say, maybe next year we'll get him. No. You sit over there and you just stare at him. Smirk.
Just put your Beats headphones on?
Yeah. As you put your Beat headphone on, you just look at him.
Because you're on the contract by the NFL to wear Beats every so often. So you put your Beats headphones on and you just, dip out. You know
put your headphones on and the first thing you hear is zero. Fuck y'all niggas.
Put on your damn suit and, you know what I'm saying, get back on the plane like, fuck it. I made $120,000 this year. You know what I'm saying?
It's not like I was going to get a ring. I didn't play.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, it is what it is, man. We'll see next year, man.
Definitely we'll see.
Y'all think he's going to retire?
I don't think he would. It would be a good story for him to do it.
Yeah.
Because he may not win, anymore. Who knows?
Right.
If the team's going to just come together the way they did this year.
Yeah.
I mean, you saw how it ended, where it was close, like it was scary, and then it just came back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you would think he'd retire. I mean, Manning did.
He was very calm and cool about the whole shit.
I mean,
like getting his ass whooped, because he knows people enjoys him getting mad. Yeah. So he didn't show none of that shit.
Well, he's learned from the
best. You know
best.
what I'm saying?
Coach Belichick.
Bill Belichick. They're some bitches, dog.
Belichick's
some bitches.
He's on. He just talks monotone.
I just want to
no feeling. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So Brady has that no feeling when he talks. Kind of like
if he does retire,
we're never gonna win.
Everybody in the NFL will be happy because then everybody gets to playing football again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we ain't got to worry about the Patriots.
Now we got to worry about like new people like Dak and shit.
That's not true. What'd you say? You said you could throw any quarterback in there and they'll be great. So what if they just get another quarterback and they're great still?
Bill Belichick's got to be there though. You know what I'm saying? If he's not there,
retire?
I don't know. I just got a feeling that Tom Brady and Bill Belichick's going to retire at the same time.
Right out of the sunset together.
I just got a feeling.
We're gonna hold
if
hands.
not, then Bill Belichick's maybe he'll coach for one more year and then he'll bounce.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I just got the feeling, dog.
It could happen.
Unless they pay him like some buku bread, but.
And they will after they won a Super Bowl again.
5 Super Bowls in the past.
Known as probably one of the greatest teams to ever play. Coaches to ever coach.
I can't believe that shit, dog. I just don't like hearing that shit, bro.
Fuck
the Patriots.
I don't like hearing it either.
Yeah, we're gonna move into some music news, man.
We need to move to something else.
Music shit, man.
49ers.
Are y'all Big Sean fans?
I like his shit. I'd say I like his shit. Definitely like his shit. Just, I wouldn't say he's like my favorite rapper.
Right.
At all.
Yeah, he's pretty good. I fuck with him.
You fuck with him?
Yeah.
I kind of like him. I used to like him a lot, but not so much recently. He dropped his new album, I decided, last week, a couple days ago. You know what I'm saying? Y'all haven't heard the album yet?
No, not at all. I didn't even know he came out with one.
Yeah, he came out with the album, and he's got a song on there with Eminem, where Eminem was dissing Trump. And it kind of made headlines. And it got me thinking. It got me to thinking. You know what I'm saying? The last, maybe 3 or 4 albums from Big Sean, the headlines that come from his albums usually feature somebody else. You know what I'm saying? It's never some shit that'll make you go, Big Sean album is amazing, right? It's always like, yo, Kendrick came through and just laid the greatest verse of all time. You know what I'm saying?
Big Sean shit.
Which wasn't, I don't think that was on Big Sean's album, but it was on a Big Sean song. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Or, he had the big song with Drake and Kanye. I forget the name of the song is now.
Yeah.
The Blessings.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Which was a dope ass song. It was a hot song. But it was featuring Drake and Kanye. It's supposed to be a hot ass song, right? Like, is Big Sean really, a lot of people want to put Big Sean in the top category, like top 5.
Him. You know what I'm saying? They want to put him.
Right.
Not his albums with features and shit. They want to put him, yeah.
Right. Is he top 5? Do you think Big Seon's top 5?
I already said that off top before you even finished that. No.
Damn, y'all shut that shit down real quick.
Top 5. Yeah, there's too many out there, and I think there's way more better.
More talent. There's people who are more talented that aren't getting the exposure that he gets. You know what I'm saying? That are out there definitely.
So you don't think he's that dope lyrically?
Lyrically, yes, he is dope, but I don't think he's up there.
Right.
Yeah.
In the top 5?
No.
Who's top 5 right now? Let me hear your top 5, G.
Oof.
I know J. Cole's in there.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. J. Cole. Nowadays?
Right.
Nowadays.
Nowadays are people that are still rapping.
Right.
J. Cole, Kendrick. Jay-Z still got it.
Right.
Jay-Z still got it. I would put him up there. That's
So, yeah, J. Cole, Kendrick.
Jay-Z.
Jay-Z.
There's one that you're missing that I'm like, how's he not in the top 5?
Eminem is my top 5.
Eminem is in your top 5.
That was
okay.
that
Word.
was one that I was thinking.
Yeah. Migos.
Oh,
I got him happy. You heard him.
I thought you were about to say Migos.
Yes.
Like,
Amigo.
Amigo.
No.
Oh man,
that's a tough one.
to fill in those top 5, it is tough.
That is.
Because
What about your top
to
5?
say a top 5, it almost feels like you have to say, "Nah, I have a top 10," because top 5 almost feels like you're cutting something short when that you shouldn't have to.
Top 5. Well, let me hear your top 5.
Shit,
Those are the same people?
it
in your
pretty
top 5
much
right
might
now?
be the top 5 rappers. Like definitely Kendrick and J. Cole are
Right.
in there.
Drake isn't in your top 5?
Fuck no.
Okay.
Fuck no, he's not in there.
Word.
And I can't just respectfully, you cannot leave Jay-Z or Eminem out of that.
Right now.
Still,
Yeah.
you can't leave them out of it. Now, well, one thing I would have to argue with the Jay-Z thing is he's not rapping the way he used to. So right
it's
now,
it's
Jay-Z,
a little more lazy.
he's way more lazy and laid back.
I mean, he doesn't need to prove anything.
He's a little more elementary
He
with
is,
his rap
he is.
style.
Yeah.
Like, he just kind of just simple, basic, and just.
And every once in a while, he'll like hit you with some shit. You be like, "Oh, that's cold."
That's
You know what I'm
vintage
saying?
Jay.
That's Jay right there. Yeah.
That's Jay. He hit us with his old type shit. But,
Yeah, right.
But he don't do that often enough to actually where I'd have to bump him out of my top 5.
Right. So Big Sean
He
isn't in
can't
your
be-
top 5.
Big Sean's not. No.
Right.
I said that.
Big Sean's not in my top 5
Can't
either.
be.
At one point, I think he had the
Tech Nine's in my top 5.
Tech Nine's in your top 5. That's interesting.
Off top, he's in
Right.
there because he's dope.
Yeah.
And shit he says, the wordplay,
Right.
the
If you
speed.
can catch it.
Well, I can. A lot of people who can rap fast can catch it. Because
Yeah.
they kind of understand. They know
I
their
think-
brain works that way already. So
Right.
That's why
Right.
I can understand a lot of fast rappers.
Right.
I may not be able to tell you as I'm hearing it, like, what are they saying? I'll start saying it, but if I'm telling you, I start missing the next shit, so then I can't keep up. But if I'm paying attention to it, I hear it all.
Right.
You know, it's like the Matrix. Start seeing lines and shit.
Right. To start seeing the numbers, the zeros and ones.
Here's the Matrix.
Nah, I'm the same way, bro. I think Big Sean had the opportunity to be in the top 5 at one point.
He did.
He dropped that Detroit mixtape like back in 2011. That shit was fire, front to back.
No.
My favorite project from him ever. And then after that, he just kind of leveled off. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And
he hit a roof.
he hit his roof. You know what I'm
He
saying?
couldn't get past that ceiling.
And I mean, his new album has some good songs on there, but it's not like it doesn't really. I feel like if you hear, like, I feel like his next album that he's gonna do, like, it's just like you know what you're gonna get. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
it's not really. Nothing's really changing. Nothing's really happening different. You know what I'm saying?
It's pretty
just-
much the same. He's not growing as an artist.
right.
He's kind of just staying the same, and he's comfortable where he's at.
Yeah.
He's content.
I would say my top 5 right now. I got a lot of people that people may not know about. I like Cole, but I don't put him in my like top, like as far as like lyrical. I don't put him in my top, the top part of my top 5. I put him in like the bottom part of my top 5. But Kendrick definitely. I like Boss, and a lot of people don't know who Boss is, but it's one of J. Cole's
Homeboys.
artists that's on Dreamville. I'll let you. Let you.
Let me-
Yeah, where they have they're going back and forth on tracks. I like Boss. I think Boss is
He
dope.
do go hard.
You know what I'm saying?
I haven't heard enough of him to categorize.
Oh, he's dope.
You know what I'm
He's
saying?
dope. You gotta go listen to his albums. He had 2 albums that he dropped. I like Nas still. I think
Nas would have to be up there.
is
I don't
still
know why I
like-
think of him.
Like, I think of all the people that don't really change, like, Nas has never really changed. Like, he's still, like, when he flows, he's still vintage Nas all the time.
But
you know
the
what I'm
thing is,
saying?
we were just talking about where he leveled out J. Cole, and he's just like the same. He hasn't changed. Where Nas can get away with that. He can not. He doesn't need to grow as an artist.
I think it works. I think it works for him because one,
he already grew as an artist. That's the thing.
Yeah.
He's already older. Like he grew to what he is now.
Yeah.
He was always dope, storytelling and everything.
Right.
But if you listen to Nas now and Nas then, like you said, he's the same. Like it's Nas.
Right.
But there's a difference.
Right.
He's grown. He's wiser.
Yeah.
He's not. You'll hear more shit about selling drugs and street life and other shit, hood shit in his earlier albums where you'll catch it in the new one, but you don't just focus on that. Now it's knowledge. Right. It's power. Empowerment type shit, Yeah. Like it's I'm black, type shit. Be proud. Yeah. These are the roots, I mean, it's fucking dope. Yeah. I mean, how his growth as an artist, to see what he's become, because there was a point where I didn't like him really too much. Right. Yeah. I had to respect, like, kind of, the Brady shit. Like, you gotta respect what he's done as a work, and, he is dope at what he does, but I didn't like him as an artist. At one point. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he's grown to be.
He's doing a lot right now, too.
Definitely in my top 5, too, though.
Right. I don't know who else I would put in there, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody, and Lupe. There we go. Oh. There we go. Lupe Fiasco.
One of those that I said was the sixth man.
Yeah, there we go. That's my top 5 right now. Cole, Kendrick, Boss, Nas, and Lupe. And this is also saying because Jay-Z is my favorite artist of all time. Yeah. This is still my top 5 as of right now. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I'd have to say that J. Cole is my sixth man.
You pushed him out? You moved him out?
He became Lupe came into the discussion. Yeah. And, Kendrick, I can't bump him under J. Cole.
Right.
And if Jay-Z, Nas, Eminem, come on. J. Cole's not above them.
See, man, my issue with Eminem, is I think he's a dope lyricist and he will always be, to me, one of the greatest lyricists of all time. But Eminem today, I get a little upset with because I like drugged out Eminem.
Oh, I feel you. I do.
You know what I'm saying?
I do too.
I like shroomed out, acid out, ecstasy pill popping, animal Eminem.
He's lately been reaching towards that, although without the drugs. Like rap wise, he's reached for it and he's done some dope shit recently. It's almost vintage Eminem, but it's.
It'll never
without
be
the drugs. It won't be the same.
It'll never be the
same without the drugs.
But there was a point in Eminem's career when it was like, yo, this motherfucker is the illest nigga alive. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
But to me, there was also a point where I was like, this fool fell off and hit rock bottom as an artist. I didn't like Curtain Call or one of those albums. I was like, this shit is whack.
Fell off, he hit rock bottom because he got sober.
Yeah. That's what happened.
And how crazy
this is
terrible.
It does sound terrible. But
that's what happened. Let this be a lesson. Rap artist, that's why.
Let this be a lesson to every artist that's out there right now.
Do drugs.
That does drugs.
That's motivated to write and do their artistry through their drugs.
Oh. Don't do it. Okay.
Don't do it because once you got
do your drugs and then when you're sober, write your music. Do your music because if
you're dependent,
if you get to a point where you're like writing on like cocaine and like acid, and then one day you decide to clean yourself up, nobody's gonna like your shit anymore.
You're not gonna rap.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here, dog.
That's Migos.
Yo. Speaking of Migos, you know Migos got the #1 album in the country right now.
That's awesome.
He wanted to say that's awful. That's awful.
Nah, man,
I'm
happy for the Migos, man. I'm happy that they're getting this shine and they're on this high level. You know what I'm saying? Because
I'm unhappy with that halftime Super Bowl though.
I'm really unhappy about that. Like, I'm happy that the Migos didn't come out, bro. Yeah. I'm really happy about that.
What for them to have #1 them up there? Well, why you like them?
Why do I like Migos? I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you because a lot of people know me. They know me as like I listen to a lot of lyrical. If anybody listens to me and I rap about like a lot of lyrical shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So everybody know me as like I'm into the lyrics. I'm into the concepts. I'm into the wordplay and all that. Metaphor, right?
Everything.
Right. But I'm also a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Right? And there's and Migos, they speak to my like to my inner nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like my just like ratchet side. Like I got a ratchet side to me. You know what I'm saying?
Right, and I didn't that. It fulfills it.
Right. I feel good when I'm in it. Like I'm just like, oh, this some nigga shit. Like right. So like I enjoy that.
I respect that.
I didn't realize that I enjoyed it until, I mean, I've always had this, right? Because, I mean, just think about it, right? Like Little John.
That was he fulfilled that.
The turned up nigga. Like he spoke to that.
To that
right.
To people. That's what he fulfilled.
When Jeezy came out.
Yeah.
All that shit from the South at that time.
Yeah, it was fulfilling.
Was fulfilling. Yeah. When I listen to Migos now, it reminds me of that time.
Brings that back. It's nostalgic.
Right. It's nostalgic. When I hear Offset sometimes, he reminds me of Project Pat. Like if you listen to that album, bro, there's some points in there you're like, am I listening to Project Pat? Well, they sound exactly like this nigga, dog.
We should probably listen to Project Pat still because he's still killing it the way he used to.
He is still killing it. He
used to.
But I'm just saying though, like
he's not a top 5 rapper, but
no.
but he's still killing it.
But he
was one of my favorite 3-6 affiliates, definitely.
Right.
Out of the group, you know what I'm saying? That was.
I mean, I enjoy. You know what it was like? One day, I'm working in an office setting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I was like working, and I was trying to listen to like Boss and Lupe and all that shit, bro. But you can't listen to that shit when you trying to like work.
Yeah.
Right? Because you're like trying to think about the shit, you know what I'm saying?
You're too hype.
Right. So one day I was like, man, I'm just gonna put on this Future. You know what I'm saying? And I realized why Future works so well, right? Is because Future's lyrics is so dumbed down, right? That it doesn't cause your mind to think. You see what I'm trying to say? Yeah. So in a situation where like maybe you got music playing in the background or like maybe you working out or whatever, you know what I'm saying? You can just zone out in your mind and just, flow with the music. You see what I'm trying to say? And that's when I got into like my deep, like when I was like, holy fuck, I've been missing out on my inner nigga. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I like Migos now. That's why I like, and for a long time I was like, fuck Migos. And just recently, like the past like year and a half, I was like, just kind of slowly creeping in, like, okay, I think I kind of like that song. Oh, okay, I think I kind of like that song. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what happened. That's pretty much what happened.
With me, what I like the most about them, and when you telling me they got the #1 album and all that shit,
right?
They had one of the best songs of the year. What I like is that if we're going to have a group to represent this new age bullshit,
right?
I'd rather it be something that ain't as much of a bullshit as the rest. Like it ain't really bullshit compared to a lot of the bullshit out there. I'd rather have them represent the music of now
than like Lil Yachty. See, I want you to understand that I don't like Lil Yachty. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm trying to say? Like I can't get with that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't feel like Migos is in that.
I
don't feel like they're in that same category.
If someone's going to represent the music of now, of this day and age, I like it to be Migos. Yeah. That's what I do like.
What about Kodak Black?
Okay, let me take. Okay, listen. Listen. Kodak Black. There's. Have you ever heard No Flocking from Kodak Black? You probably haven't. Okay, if you hear No Flocking from Kodak Black, you probably don't like him right now.
I like one song.
What's the song you like?
It's got the name of it, man.
There's like a I don't know about Kodak Black now because I feel like he's kind of going into like the Gotti Boosie realm, and I don't like Kodak Black when he does that. I like Kodak Black when he's being like weird. You know what I'm saying? When he's being himself. Yeah. Right? Because to me, it's the most interesting. If you hear a song, I'll play some after this podcast. But like, if you hear No Flocking, it sounds like some shit it sounds like some shit from like 05. You see what I'm trying to say? Like, it's like, damn. Like, if you just flow. And then I heard songs like that and some other songs. And I was like, yo, I like when he does this weird shit. But when he goes into like making like these songs like, like, he sounds like Boosie or whatever. Not knocking Boosie, but like, I don't need any more of that. Yeah. You see what I'm trying to say?
The song I heard, it has that Boosie feel.
Right.
And I remember how it goes. Don't remember the name of the song, but Can I Ball? Can I Chill?
Yeah.
Can I Stun?
That's what I'm saying. It has a Boosie feel to it, right?
Yeah, that's why I was like, okay, I can fuck with that song.
Mm-hmm. That's from that. See, it's Kodak Black now isn't really. That's an older Kodak Black. That's the Kodak Black that I actually like.
I like.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah, but see, I don't know what direction he's going in right now. I'm still kind of like
waiting for him to get out of jail.
Right. Yeah. But Kodak Black, I like Kodak Black. And you know what's real crazy, bro? I was telling Sharif this. They put a lot of these rappers on the XXL Freshman, and a lot of them, they look like shit up there, right? Yeah. And I was trying to explain to Sharif that, like, bro, these artists, they're not. We're trying to put them in the box of. We're trying to put them in the box of like a Nas or like a They don't want to be in that box.
Yeah.
But we're trying to push them in this box that they just don't fit in. When you realize that they're not this,
they're not gonna
and
be.
they're this,
they're not gonna be great.
Right? They got their own category. They call it mumble rap.
They're never gonna be
right.
You gotta just understand that they're never gonna be remembered as great.
They may, but in their own right. You see what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
It's like LeBron. Like everybody loves comparing LeBron to Jordan, but it's like stop doing that. Because LeBron is LeBron.
Yeah.
You see what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. And you see,
he'll never beat Jordan because he's LeBron.
He's great.
You see what I'm trying to say?
Jordan already. So it's just, yeah.
That's
the
what I'm saying.
younger generation will always feel that their shit was the greatest,
right?
No matter what.
Right.
I mean, the way we feel ours is the greatest, which it just obviously is.
It took me a while to transition.
Yeah.
Into this shit,
yeah,
right? Like, cause I was like, yo, fuck all this bullshit. It took me a while to transition, but once I figured out, like, what it was and what I was listening to, and why certain people like certain people of it, then everything makes sense.
And how it's,
you see what I'm saying?
How it's a loop. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Basically,
It's a loop.
It's a loop that our parents are the same with our shit, so it's like.
I still love Lupe. I'll buy a Lupe Fiasco or a Joey Badass album before I buy a Lil Yachty album. Don't get me wrong. I still love. If Nas drops an album right now, nigga, like I'm dropping everything to jam that shit.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? But I still also can respect the young guys and what it is that they're doing, and what I can still see that. It took me a while to like see that shit, but I think I figured it out probably about a year or two ago. It's because I run TrillMac.com, so.
You started getting,
right. I started to pick up on things like, oh, okay, I see it now. You know what I'm saying?
Sharing shit, so you're obviously hearing it. You ain't sharing shit you don't know.
Right. And I had to realize that I can't put them in the category of. I can't expect them to go on Hot 97 and spit a freestyle, because that's not what they don't do that. That's like asking Lil Jon to go spit a freestyle.
Yeah. Exactly.
What are you gonna do for you, bruh? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But does that take away? Does that take away from his fucking anthems, though?
No.
Hell no. You see what I'm trying to say?
Anthems will always be.
That's what I'm saying.
They are.
Yeah.
But he ain't that artist.
Yeah, because his anthems are on everything.
Right.
Movies, commercials.
Right.
I mean, it's on everything. You can't hate that.
You can't hate that, bro.
You know what spitting a freestyle off the dome.
It's not happening. It's not happening. And
I would love to see Lil Jon spit.
Oh, so I was gonna say, and do you want it though? But let me ask you this: would you want him to spit a freestyle the way you would think he would?
Like,
right? Like,
yeah.
But
y'all niggas go person ass niggas.
All right, would you rather? Would you want that freestyle, or would you want him to rap?
It depends.
In his proper ass voice freestyle.
It depends. It depends.
It's like 20.
It's like I was.
Hey, my good friend, how you doing? Like freestyle like that. You know what I'm saying? We're chilling with some new girls, and we're gonna show them the world.
Yeah, I'm gonna just say this, bro. I'm gonna just say this. Go on YouTube, right, and just look up like 21 Savage and what's the producer that everybody goes to now? Fuck, I sound like an old ass nigga right now. Young Metro. Just go to 21 Savage, Young Metro, and then you know how like YouTube will do the it'll like automatically play the next thing. Just let it play. You know what I'm saying? Just watch the videos. Just wander and just let it do its thing, and just see, and maybe spend about 20 minutes, and you'll start to see like. I get it now. You know what I'm saying?
You know it's hot now.
Yeah, you'll start to see like, oh, okay. I see why Young Metro that's not his name, not Young Metro, it's Metro Boomin. That's his name.
Yeah,
I see why Metro Boomin. You know what I'm saying? You'll pick up on that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is.
I mean, you can't hate on it because it's blowing the charts right now, man.
Yeah, Metro Boomin is killing it, bro.
It's blowing the charts.
Right.
And it's just like that Tom Brady situation. You know?
Right.
Can't hate it.
Yeah.
You can't hate it.
Our generation fucking despises it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the people that's like under 25, they're like, we talking about, this is all I know. Just like, all the fuck we know was motherfucking...
Just like the people...
let me tell you something.
The young ones that we're talking about, like, that listen to this music, their kids are going to listen to a whole nother thing that they're going to be talking shit about.
And we're going to be talking to them like, yo,
we told you
this shit was going to happen. It happened to all of us.
It's a loop.
Just rock with it like I had to rock with it.
We're in the Matrix. We're in the Matrix. It's a fucking loop.
Just keeps on repeating.
Generation.
I can already tell where the music is going because I listen to a lot of shit. Come through Traumatic.
Yeah.
I can tell where the next wave is. You see what I'm saying? Like you heard the guy. You heard the song Uber Everywhere.
Yeah.
You heard that song, right? That's gonna be like the new
rap.
And that's already the wave right now with the young kids. The kids like 15, 16. Yeah. That's the wave for them right now. Okay. You see what I'm saying? So in probably about 3 to 4 or 5 years, everybody's gonna sound like that. Okay. Because everybody's already doing it. They just haven't reached to mainstream level yet. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna get a little weirder and weirder. And some people sound like they're from fucking London. You know what I'm saying? And you're like, why is he doing his voice like that?
Isn't he from Compton?
Yeah. That's the new shit. That's gonna be the new shit.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
London.
Yeah.
I'm from London.
Yeah.
London or Compton?
Yeah. That's expected to happen, bro, because the internet broke all those walls down. Before it was like, oh, you sound like you're from Britain. You know what I'm saying? And that was that, and you had a nigga that from Compton that sounded like that. Well, now you got young niggas in Compton listening to niggas in Britain, and niggas in Britain listening to niggas in Compton. When they start rapping and they start writing, they're not gonna sound like a Compton nigga or a London nigga or a Alabama. They're gonna sound like everything. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? So all this shit's just coming in together.
Eventually,
bro.
It's gonna just.
It's happening like that now. If you listen to the rap now, I can pinpoint to you where all the styles came to form this new style. You know what I'm saying? I can pinpoint that Chief Keef has something to do with this. You know, I can pinpoint that.
You
shit.
Hear the Chief Keef in it,
right? I can hear the Chief Keef in that.
You
hear
the Drake in it.
Even in that song Uber Everywhere, that's a little bit of Chief Keef in there. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's just what it is, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'll put y'all on some shit.
That's how it's evolving. That's how music's evolving.
I mean, you know,
music.
Yeah, it's definitely evolving, man. I didn't mean to go off. We didn't mean to go off on this tangent, man. You know what I'm saying? We had to get some of that out. But
it needs to be heard. I'm sure there people whoever's listening, the trillions that are listening, they're not mad at us.
Shout out to the trillions.
Shout out to the trillions.
Okay,
pat yourself on the back.
Super Bowl happened. There was a lot of commercials.
Oh,
there was a lot of trailers that happened.
I missed a lot, but
there was they were showing trailers for TV shows. Which they don't, for like Netflix and Hulu and all that, which I never really seen those in Super Bowls before. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Well, obviously Netflix has paid some good money to get spots.
Well, Netflix they're getting a guap.
They're making guap. They got a lot of shows. So shout out to Netflix. Where you at?
Yeah.
Where you at?
Yeah. Got airtime now.
We're right here. Yeah. We're right here, and this is what you need.
Netflix need to give us that show for real. You know what I'm saying?
Show. This is the next.
I read that Netflix last year they spent $1 billion on new content. Okay, wow. And then they went and got a loan to spend like another $2 billion to do more content. You see what I'm saying? So Netflix, I know y'all looking for some content. I got you.
What was that?
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, but first, turn your phone off, bitch. Turn it off. Turn it off.
Yeah, man. But yeah, so like I said, there was a lot of trailers. They had the Stranger Things trailer. Y'all know y'all don't watch Stranger Things, but that was like
I've heard of it. Definitely,
it's an interesting trailer. For that. But they did have some new trailers for like Transformers. But one of the things that we haven't really talked about is this shit with Logan and the Wolverine.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
You know what I'm saying? What's
Intense?
And
X-23.
This is going to be the first.
We got Weapon X and X-23 finally together.
The first bloody X-Men movie?
The first rated R.
I mean, it's rated R, but,
It's technically the first rated R X-Men movie because Deadpool's not an X-Men movie. Right. It had a couple X-Men in it. Yeah. Colossus. And
it's not an X-Men movie.
Negasonic.
Yeah. And I think it was done by a different
Boom or Sonic or
movie studio because Marvel Studios haven't done rated R.
Yeah, they still haven't.
Their TV shows on Netflix are pretty much rated R.
Well, no, DC did with Batman v Superman. They did end up making a rated R. The extended cut was rated R. Yeah.
So all that's coming
because it showed blood, and you know what I'm saying. Where you're like that dude definitely dead. You know what I'm saying? Like where before they hit the wall and they slid down, and it was like there was no blood.
He was knocked out.
It was a concussion.
He was knocked unconscious.
No, there's a few where Batman.
I don't want to see that shit.
The guy that's like smashed on the ground, on the wall, blood sliding. And it's like he was dead.
Yeah.
But so they did that. Marvel's the only one who hasn't done it yet, which. They really could. I mean, especially.
I mean, they kind of have. They've been dabbling with it, but
they did technically with Deadpool because it's Marvel affiliated. Definitely, they're still.
I mean, they still have something to do with it, but it's really not their call.
It's really not.
At the end of the day, it's really Fox's call. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And Fox is down to make a rated R movie.
And you know what? Y'all know why this happened? Why with the movie studios? It's because at one point Marvel was broke as fuck.
They couldn't
back in like the 90s when DC was running shit with Batman.
Yeah. Yes,
and they sold the rights
to Fox
for their highest shit for
X-Men,
Hulk, Spider-Man. Yeah, they sold their rights for that shit, so they don't have any control over that.
And X-Men
right
had
now,
a lot of characters.
Right. Well, they did get Spider-Man did come back to Marvel.
Yeah, he came back, and of course Hulk did too. Right, obviously,
right. But they're not gonna let go of this X-Men right
now. Marvel, from what last I knew, you know what I'm saying, this was a few years ago, and I'm sure it still stands, but they're not allowed to make a solo Hulk movie because Hulk's rights for solo movies is still with Fox.
Wow. Makes sense.
Marvel still has, you know what I'm saying, a Hulk.
But it's just not
the greatest with Mark Ruffalo, you know what I'm saying? He's probably the best Hulk they've had, character, the dude to play it. But they can't make a solo with him. And a solo movie with him would have been dope.
Right.
And that's why they're throwing the Planet Hulk in Ragnarok. You know what I'm saying? In the Thor movie.
Yeah.
Because that could have been a movie, Hulk movie. You know what I'm saying? But just because they couldn't do it themselves, a solo movie, they're going to put it into Thor and kind of make it a mix. Make it
I don't think they own Fantastic Four either.
You're right. They have Fox has that.
Right,
you're right.
And I mean,
the last one was shitty. And
I didn't see it. I didn't want to watch it.
I watched it, and it was all right to a certain point. All of a sudden, you're just like, oh my god, really?
Yeah.
Like this writing just kind of got really shitty. Right. Like you kind of like really like you went from here to there. It was a little. You could tell it was rushed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But they kind of just try to run with the star power. You know what I'm saying? Maybe what's his name? Michael B. Jordan.
He's the only star power that's from.
Well, they try to run with him because he had so much going for him at that moment. He'd been doing a lot.
Creed and shit like that.
Yeah, so they ran with him and they thought he could pull it, like probably make it run, and it just didn't work. Still, the writing was shitty.
Right.
And I already heard that they're gonna recast. They got a green light to do as part 2, I think, for a while. They're going to do part 2.
I think they said they weren't going to do it.
But then they're like, because the shit, how it came out.
They should just give the rights back over to fucking Marvel. You know what I'm saying? And let Marvel do that shit.
I mean, the way they're going to have Infinity War. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And that's one of the reasons why Marvel can't really do everything that they want to do. Because they don't have everything. They didn't.
They have the rights to a lot of fucking characters.
Yeah, well, I mean, but like
that link right
there. The whole Infinity War and all that. X-Men is in that shit.
Wolverine's all through. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, they can still do it, but it's not gonna have all the shit like they supposed to.
It ain't gonna be the same. And think about it. Now that Hugh Jackman's out, you know what I'm saying? After this.
Is he done after this?
He said that this was going to be his last.
Is this his last one?
Yeah.
The only way I think
that's trying to give it over to that girl.
The only way they're handing it off to the girl X-23. But the only way that he said he'll do another movie is if it's with Deadpool, like if in a Deadpool movie.
Yeah, like, I did see that. Yeah, so I think we talked about that.
Yeah, and if I hope, because obviously there was a rumor at first saying Deadpool's going to make a cameo in Logan. Yeah, there's gonna be, and then they shot it down immediately. Like, nah, Hugh Jackman, the director, even I think Ryan Reynolds was like, no, that's not. Yeah. It's just a rumor. But
I don't know. But all these characters that are all these stars that have been playing these characters for so long, they're getting fucking old. Let's be real, bro. Like they get old. We talked about this a few times on the podcast.
They can't play it forever.
Like Robert Downey Jr. cannot play Iron Man forever, bro. Like he's getting fucking old, bro.
He's obviously the Iron Man, the face of being Iron Man. You know what I'm saying? But when they finally get a new Iron Man, we're going to treat it the same way we treated all the Batmans. We're going to treat it the same way we treated all the Incredible Hulks, all the Spider-Mans.
We're still going to go watch it? Is that what you're saying?
We're still going to watch it, and then we're going to critique it off of that. And a lot of us are probably going to be like, they made a good choice. He did a good job. But Robert Downey was the best. We're going to always have that. It's going to be...
What about George Clooney when he played Batman?
Oh my god.
Val Kilmer. Val Kilmer.
Val Kilmer
he wasn't that bad.
He wasn't great, but he wasn't
George Clooney Batman.
No, he wasn't George Clooney Batman. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, it is. I'm excited to see Logan though.
George Clooney wasn't he the Batman with the nipples?
He was. He was.
He was nipple Batman.
Yeah, he definitely was. I mean, I'm excited to see the Logan. I think it's gonna be dope.
I can't wait, man. Yeah. The way they have it set up is definitely gonna be cool. Where it's the clone, which he doesn't want responsibility because it's it's not his kid. He didn't create this kid.
I mean, he's gonna take
But obviously, through the trailer, Professor X tells his ass, he's like, if we don't help her, somebody else will, Or no, Logan says, someone else can take care of her. And then Professor X is like, somebody already is trying, you know what I'm saying?
You know what?
We need to be the ones to take care of her.
I still haven't seen the Wolverine, the one where he went to
Japan?
China? Japan, was it? I haven't seen that one.
I didn't see
was
it
it
for
good?
the longest
You're not
either.
the only one. I haven't seen that
What?
one.
I didn't really want to see it.
I was the only one for the longest, and finally when it came on regular TV...
You watched it?
I watched it one day.
Was it good?
And that motherfucker was dope. But I guarantee it's better just watching it just on a Blu-ray or a DVD. Like, I plan on... Like, Marvel-wise, Wolverine is my favorite character. So once
a lot of people's favorite character.
Yeah, he's a lot of people.
Listen, let me tell you how bad it was. When I was a kid, I used to think his name was X-Man.
You thought he was the man?
That's how bad it was,
X
bro.
yeah.
You know how people just stopped saying MP3 player, they started calling it an iPod, even if it wasn't an Apple iPod. Same shit, bro.
Call it MP3
yeah,
player.
everybody says Google it, even though they're on Bing. Right?
It could be on Yahoo and
Right.
just Google it real quick.
That's fucking
They get the
Wolverine
gist,
to X-Men, bro.
Yeah, that's
you
how
know
it
what I'm
was.
saying? That's really what he is, bro.
Yeah, pretty
You know
much.
what I'm
And
saying?
he's always been my favorite character.
Right.
Like, and when it comes to the Avengers, though, like in comics, he's been an Avenger. So obviously, if he's in that group, he's my favorite. But when it comes to Avengers, it was Tony Stark. You know what I'm saying? I like Iron Man. He was always dope. Kind of like to Batman. Batman's my favorite character. He was like the rich billionaire, just normal guy who has enough money to be a hero.
Not normal when you're a billionaire.
Well, that's the thing, yeah. You're not normal. You have your gadgets.
You're not normal.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're not normal. Obviously, if you're rolling with the superheroes after,
Right.
you're not normal.
You're not a normal guy.
But to those heroes, they're like, you're just a regular guy.
Right.
With toys, pretty much. You're a regular guy with toys that makes you a little super. But, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to Wolverine, he's the fucking man. Like, I always liked that whole story of him meeting Weapon X and not knowing his history, the Antimanium.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just, his story has always been fucking dope, where it's like Sabretooth, you know what I'm saying? There's always been a dope villain, like arch nemesis with him and shit. And just fucking, to be able to do the Logan movie, because I never thought that I was hoping they'd do a Logan movie, like Old Man Logan, but I didn't know if they would at first. I was thinking, man, are they going to do it?
No, they were setting it up for that.
And then, yeah, like after seeing part 2, you kind of got the gist of it, and then you kind of thought, there's no way you can end it without doing it, especially if you're talking about he ain't going to do it no more. Like, you got to do it. You got to go. And everyone was wishing, rated R. Come on. You have to. Because old man, because the comic
just know there's gonna
is
be
rated
more,
R.
There's gonna be
it's X-rated.
Yeah, just know there's gonna be more rated R shit coming.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure that
future,
I'm pretty sure that fucking the next what is it, Fox movie, next Spider-Man's gonna be rated. No, I'm just fucking with you.
They're making that motherfucker wholesome as shit.
Yeah, I was just like Homecoming.
Yeah, I was like, fuck, dog. I
was
can't,
fucking with you.
I can't make it any darker, man. But I get it. So man, we're gonna get back into some hip hop shit, man. A couple things that went on.
What?
Jay-Z's coming out, maybe possibly coming out with a new album, working with Zaytoven. Young Dolph recently dropped a mixtape.
Hey,
and he was dissing on Gotti.
No.
Which I think about both of these situations, man. You know what I'm saying? First off, let's talk about Jay-Z working with, he's going to be called J-Toven. You know what I'm saying? Then just call it J-Toven.
J-Toven.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
well, I hope it's...
I don't know how to take that.
Is it going to be called J-Toven for?
I don't know. I don't know call J. No, I just heard people, they started calling the, the fact that they're together J, they were making fun of it.
Zaytoven and Jay-Z, yeah. So
they're just making fun of the shit, so, J-Toven.
Beethoven.
Yeah.
J-Toven. Why not?
Jennifer. You know what I'm saying? Same shit.
Brangelina.
Yeah.
Which is no longer.
Yeah.
No, but what I think about it, man. If Jay-Z, the way Zaytoven makes beats, I'm pretty sure we're gonna hear Jay-Z rap like Gucci Mane.
He specifically said, I want to be with those pianos and keys. Or no, he said piano, keys, and strings.
You think
that was what Jay specifically said to Zaytoven.
But do you think he's gonna be rapping like Gucci Mane? Like
no.
that? Like that?
Hell no. No. He's not gonna rap like that. No, he don't rap like that.
Nah, but is it gonna be lyrical though? Is it gonna be vintage Jay-Z, or is it gonna be what we've been hearing? Lately, we've been hearing.
I mean, it's
like we said, a little elementary Jay-Z. Like he's laid back, kind of like I don't need to spit hard for y'all. Like y'all gonna buy it anyway. Some of this.
Have you ever heard Drug Dealers? Have you ever heard Drug Dealers Anonymous? You haven't heard Drug Dealers? He did with Pusha T.
I think
came out last year.
You showed me it.
Yeah, one of the illest verses that came out that year. One of the illest.
But was his album?
It wasn't his album.
But was his album?
His last album?
Yeah, but did he?
There was some songs. There was some songs like the Fuck With Me, You Know I Got It, which was a dope. Like it was a hot ass song.
Yeah,
it wasn't like lyrically like Jay level, but there were songs on his album that were lyrically Jay level.
A lot of people are dependent on beats these days, or just the producer and the name, and then it's like the beat's hot, so then you don't have to rap hard on it because it's you and it's gonna sell. That's what he did.
It depends on the artist.
Well, it worked with him.
Yeah.
I mean, it did. Definitely.
I mean, he was definitely working with people like Travis Scott and shit like that. So, I mean, of course, you want to make your shit, when you're Jay, you want to make your shit relevant.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To the times or whatever. That's Jay. He's always been like that.
That's what he's doing.
You
that's
know
what
he's
basically doing. He's doing it to the time. I was like, I hope this album, if he's doing it now.
I mean, he seems to, he does
if he's doing it now, it's like he's working with him, he's doing one. I hope it ain't.
I think him and Kanye might be working on something too right now.
I hope he's not mumbling.
No.
Watch
but he may feature some mumbling niggas on there. Like, don't be like surprised if you hear like Jay and Ray Shrummer or Jay and Migos. You see what I'm saying?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Because we did hear a Jay and Future.
Yeah.
You see what I'm trying to say? So I'm just saying, you never know.
To have some of the hottest songs, you might want to fuck with them just and keep them relevant. I'm Jay-Z. I'll help you keep your career going.
You're not really feeling this Jay and Zaytoven, huh?
I want to see what Jay-Z got. With this new thing. You know, his last album, I really liked it. Right. And I bought it. Yeah. I liked it, but...
It came out that 4th of July.
Yeah.
I remember coming out of CTC and everybody had that bitch banging in their cars. Everybody. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Even white people.
Everybody.
In their trucks.
Justin Timberlake was on it.
Yeah. Holy shit, Justin Timberlake.
I like him.
Yeah. No, Jay-Z's a boss.
It's Jay
He's
and
a boss.
Jay. It's Jay and Jay.
Hova.
Yeah.
That's what they call him, right? Hova? Mm-hmm. Hey, throw your diamonds up. I like them.
It's Hover.
Over. He said something about the Illuminati.
the Illuminatis.
Yeah. What do y'all think about Young Dolph, man?
No, before we get to Dolph, let me say, you say Jay-Z and Kanye?
I think Jay-Z and Kanye might be working on something.
Watch the Throne 2?
I think there might be a Watch the Throne 2 on the way.
Even though
I don't know for sure though.
Remember Kanye came out there and was like,
they came back. They're good now. They're good now.
They're good?
Yeah, they're good now.
So Jay-Z visited him.
Did he
come down? Because
I can't remember who visited who, but I know they linked up.
I would think it'd have
they were at an award show together with Beyonce. Everybody was cool.
I was gonna say I would think it'd have to be Jay-Z reaching out to him because it looked like Kanye.
I like that duo.
I do like that duo.
Well, I didn't think Kanye was gonna reach out to him though, because Kanye was kind of like, "Hey, he's got to come see me." He ain't showing no support, ain't no love. He can call me, come see me.
Dyed his hair blonde, and
he's Ciscoing.
Yeah, I mean, Kanye's Kanye. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so I mean, I don't know. I think they do got an album coming. I think
that'd be dope.
Yeah,
that'd be dope. Now back to the Young Dolph. That guy.
So
he
are you a fan of? I know you like Young Dolph,
but I do like him as as one of the newer age rappers.
For those that don't know, it's on TrillMag.com. I'm gonna link it in the show notes.
He'll spit some real shit. That's what I like about him. He'll say some shit that goes harder.
Right.
Like in two bars, he'll say some shit that's so real and go harder than a lot of these people who trying to spit real shit in a whole 16 and spit bullshit. And he'll say something that's just so real in 2 bars, and the rest of his bars might not be that dope.
Yeah.
But what he said in this one part, I'm just like, that was some real ass shit.
Yeah.
And then he'll do it again, but it's spaced out right.
Right.
The way he spits his realness.
I think people like when you first hear him, you go, damn, he kind of sounds retarded. But then when you listen to him, right, he does. It's like, yo, he's actually kind of goes kind of hard.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
It's catchy, and he spits some of the. To me, he spits some of the realest shit.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's a bold statement. He'll spit some of the real shit because he'll be talking about how females set you up and shit. People ain't talking about shit like that. Other rappers and shit when it comes to hood shit. I mean, he gets really deep into shit that really happens in the hood.
Yeah, him, he does that. Yeah, he does.
He'll really get into that shit, and I like that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's some.
He's on the come up fast, bro. He's like in the past 2 years. Like that dude has been working, bro. You know what I'm saying? Now he came out dissing Yo Gotti.
That's a mistake.
You think so?
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah, I do.
You don't want that. Like, Yo Gotti is established. He's been in the game for a while.
Yo Gotti just recently signed a management deal with Roc Nation too. So that's he's going into a different realm at this point.
Yeah, but that's how established he is. You know, where he's already he's venturing into other shit.
And Yo Gotti has I don't like all of Yo Gotti's music, but he's got some hits. He's got hits behind him. You know what I'm saying? Young Dolph, I like Young Dolph and I like his music, but he don't have no chart
he don't have
hits.
the hits.
He don't have no hits. Not to say that he
hits.
can't do it, but he just hasn't reached that point where it's I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people that probably don't know who Young Dolph is.
You think she's using Yo Gotti as a stepping stone?
Absolutely.
To use his name, drag his name, you could try to get his name up.
Absolutely.
Like who's this Young Dolph talking about Yo Gotti?
Right, yeah. To me, it's partly strategic.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because if Yo Gotti responds, then now all of a sudden you're in a neck and neck with Yo Gotti in Memphis. Because Young Dolph does have an audience that will be like, no, fuck that. Young Dolph goes harder. You see what I'm saying?
I think Yo Gotti has a...
This is why certain beefs you're not supposed to... Yeah. This is why certain beefs you're not supposed to respond to.
Well, I think...
Because if you respond to certain beefs, you automatically bring that person up to your level.
That's my point right there. That's exactly what I was about to say. I'm like, I don't think Yo Gotti's dumb enough to even respond. I think he's going to be like, you ain't on my level.
He shouldn't respond.
I don't need... He doesn't need to respond.
He shouldn't. But if he does... But sometimes you do need to respond.
But I don't think he needs to.
Only when they're a formidable opponent. Sometimes you gotta respond and you gotta smack a formidable opponent back down to let people know that you're the king.
Yeah.
You see what I'm trying to say?
I hear
you have to do that. Not all the time.
Well, what did
but
he
it
say?
has to be, okay, for example,
What did he say?
He made a whole song where he was just talking about fucking his baby mama and all this, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, so he went.
I'm gonna show you the video after this podcast. I'll show you the video. Yeah, he went in.
Well, then maybe Yo Gotti should say some shit.
See, he pulled some personal shit out there, you know what I'm saying?
But you know what? Yo Gotti shouldn't have to, so it wasn't so you said it's a song, right?
It's a couple of different songs.
Yo Gotti shouldn't even respond to the song. He should do it some real shit, and he should just make a video talking shit back.
Yo Gotti, what's the name? Also already made the video and everything.
Oh shit!
It's
done.
No, he came out with his EP. He came out with a couple songs before. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I get the music from Young Dolph. I get it sent to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he came out with a couple songs before, dropped the EP. Right before he dropped I think at the same time he dropped the EP, he dropped the disc, and all this shit came out at the same time. It was like boom, 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 boom.
Back to back to back to back.
And then he dropped another video today, I believe. It was just to kind of keep the victory lap going. You know what I'm saying? So he's got a lot of shit out there right now with this new.
You think he won? The victory lap. Whoa.
Yeah. It's literally on that level, bro. That's how he's kind of doing it. Now, if Yo Gotti responds, you know what I'm saying? Then it I don't know. We'll see.
I think he will.
You think he's gonna respond?
I think he might.
He should.
Well,
I mean, I don't think he should.
He's talking about his baby mama, and he's getting real personal.
Right.
It ain't just fuck you, nigga. I'm better than you at rapping. He's getting personal. If you get personal,
now I'm thinking about it, bro.
Respond.
You just signed a deal with Jay-Z, with Roc Nation. You're about to go on to some bigger and better things.
Yeah.
Part of me is going, why would you want to step back, right? When you got so much, right? But then there's another part of me that's like, you ever seen T.I. vs. T.I.P. when he came out the album?
Yes.
That level. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, I'm about to be I could be the next, superstar of the world, right? Or I could be the ignorant nigga that sets people straight.
Would you
know
respond?
What I'm saying?
Would you respond?
In this situation?
Yeah, would you respond?
For me, how I would do it would be is I wouldn't respond right now.
Okay.
No. You have to die down.
Okay.
We have to let you die down, and then right before I'm about to kick my shit off again, I come out of nowhere and I just
make a song about that shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, bitch, don't think I didn't.
Like I forgot. I would just let you forget about it.
Yeah.
I wait like maybe,
that nigga ain't even
8 months down the line, bro, and I'll come and just ether your ass right as I'm going into my shit, and I just
and keep going.
That's how I would do it.
Ether, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I would do.
That should be dope. Yeah. So, and you said you'd respond, right? He needs to respond.
Yeah, I think he does.
Now, being where you're working with Jay-Z now, what if Jay, like, you would say you'd wait a while, so you kind of
being humble.
Yeah, and you kind of take away from me. But what if still where you're at, business wise, and you're working with Jay-Z? What if Jay-Z says, "Don't respond"? Would you respond as a man still, or would you not respond?
I would listen to Jay-Z.
Said, "Don't."
If he said don't respond ever, then I'd be like, bruh.
Yeah.
Listen, you're just my manager. Fuck you. All right.
Just let it go.
No.
You wouldn't let him to let it.
No.
Okay.
No. I'd be like, bruh, you didn't do that.
You wouldn't let it go, nigga.
That's what I'm saying. Like, look at you, right? But my thing is like you. I'm gonna tell you what you can't do. You can't respond right away. You just can't do it because right now this nigga's buzzing. He's killing it right now.
He might actually.
You just gonna feed into that shit.
He might bring
you
down.
It's just gonna make him bigger, and
might bring him.
It might fuck you up in the long run. You know what I'm saying? So my whole thing is, you have to sit back,
let it die.
Yeah, like strategize, let it flow, let it die down, and then attack when the motherfucker's not looking, bruh. If somebody jump your ass, right? It's easy to just go back tomorrow and just shoot him, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like everybody's going, oh, it was that nigga cause you know what I'm saying with the woo. Like they got in a fight yesterday. You all out there. You see what I'm saying? But like just if you just say, you know what? I'ma see you. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna see you. And just fall back, strategize like a fucking general. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And you could really work the fuck out of somebody, bro. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying.
You can't. It's really smart. It's smart, definitely.
That's what I would do.
It's definitely smart to take.
It's a young mind to like just go like react right away like that. You know what I'm saying?
As a kid, you know what I'm saying, growing up, that was just a lesson my brother taught me.
Right.
Pretty much is that, you know what I'm saying, someone does something, you know what I'm saying, to you, don't, and does it like a bitch, does it on the sneak, on the side, you know. Like does something that you know it was them, but you know they didn't do it to in your face, or they fucked up something you owned or something. Right. And you're like, I know it was him. You know, or I was like, don't react immediately. Mm-hmm. Don't react immediately. Let it die down. Wait a year. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Wait a year. So then when you come back tenfold with your
they're not gonna be ready
with your revenge.
They're not gonna even know what fucking hit them.
Yeah. And you know what I'm saying? When you come with that, they ain't gonna know what hit them.
See what
they ain't gonna expect it.
Yeah,
the best. It's the element of surprise.
Right. What Gotti's got to be focused on is I signed this management deal with Jay. I might be doing like commercials for fucking Southwest Airlines or some shit. Right.
I'm gonna be on TV.
What you're supposed to do is you're supposed to line all that shit up to happen all around the same time. So you have like a fucking run. You know what I'm saying? You line all that shit up. And everybody goes, what the fuck? This nigga's killing it right now. Nah, them niggas playing that shit. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? You know how they say like motherfucking, you know, that like people that's like, oh, it's overnight celebrity. You know what I'm saying? No, the niggas just worked for 10 fucking years to become an overnight celebrity. You see what I'm saying? Like, it just seemed like that.
Yeah.
But have you ever seen
overnight celebrity? But that nigga was actually a celebrity before that. Yeah. But he wasn't nationwide. Yeah. He was more local or regional. Yeah. Even. But yeah. People, once they get to that stage, people think, oh, they must have just got famous overnight. No,
right.
Niggas work.
You ever seen like when somebody has a run sometimes you go, what the fuck? This nigga been up here for a long ass time. That shit was planned. You know what I'm saying? They playing that shit from square one all the way up, bro. You just don't like hop into a run like that and just keep it going. You're not prepared for it. You know what I'm saying? But some people, they get up there and you wonder how they stay up there, bro. That shit is planned, bro. And I'm telling you, Gotti at that point where he could take a little bit of time, set up all his pieces, set up all his dominoes, you know what I'm saying? And knock them bitches down when it's time. And coming at young Dolph is one of the dominoes that falls. It's not the domino that falls. It's one of the dominoes that fall. You see what I'm saying?
What about that topic that we discussed earlier? Being the king of Memphis. I mean, how would you go about that?
You're on your throne.
And Young Dolph is a self-proclaimed king of Memphis. He's been calling himself that for a while.
That's strong.
It is strong.
It's a bold statement because there's people that definitely come before him even after Yo Gotti.
Not even people. I'm sorry. He still does music, you know, but he's not as strong as he used to be because the group broke up. Right. Yeah. But in my opinion, DJ Paul will always be the king of Memphis.
Calm.
Now he fell back. He's doing his own thing, you know. Now I wouldn't really discuss about the king of Memphis because, in my opinion, DJ Paul will
still,
Right. What about the king of Tennessee?
I hear that.
You know?
Yeah, claim it differently.
He had to claim it differently.
You gotta claim it differently.
Fat boy, orange man.
Yeah.
Hey, 8 ball. Hey.
That's what I'm saying.
8 ball.
There's a lot of people that don't do that.
Yeah. They always rep where they're from. A lot of them don't say king of Memphis because there's somebody who's already put in a lot of work before them, and it was DJ Paul, and a lot of niggas respect that shit. And DJ Paul, even Juicy J don't call himself. He just calls himself the Juice Man.
Yeah, Juice Man.
You know what I'm saying? He don't say I'm the king of Memphis because it was DJ Paul who
set it all up.
Set it all up. He was
so DJ Paul's the king of Memphis.
He was the man.
But what if DJ Paul goes to what if DJ Paul goes to Yo Gotti and he says, "I'm gonna give you the king of Memphis"?
Until that happens,
and then Young Dolph says, "No, fuck that." Because there's no longer in I'm not saying I don't know what happened. I don't know what the relationship is.
I don't think DJ Paul will ever give it up. I think DJ Paul the type of nigga that's like, nigga, I'm still the king of Memphis, even though I'm on the ground. Okay, niggas is out.
He probably put a diss track on Young Dolph and Young
Gotti. Straight up, I would have doubted it.
I'm gonna just say this.
I would have doubted that nigga feature.
I don't know the relationship between. I have to look at this. But I don't know the relationship right now between Yo Gotti and DJ Paul. But let's say DJ Paul gives the king of Memphis crown to Yo Gotti. Like, yo, you that man. Now, okay, so he gives him king of Memphis crown.
Hey, you know who's gonna be mad? Okay. Juicy J.
Yeah, well, I don't think he's worried about that no more, bro.
I thought you were gonna give me that crown all these years. We fucked with each other over 20 years. I thought I was gonna get the crown.
He ain't worried about that. He Taylor game, bro. I'm just fucking. But let's say they give it. Let's say he gives it to Yo Gotti. Yeah. And then because now it's no longer in DJ Paul's hands, and now somebody comes up and says, "No, bitch, I want that title." You see what I'm saying? Is Young Dolph allowed to do that now? Is he allowed to come out and be like, "Nah, nigga, I want
it instead of you"?
Instead of you.
He's a little nigga.
Just because DJ Paul gave it to him, does that still mean that he is?
If you feel like that, more power to him.
Right.
You know, if you feel like you can try to claim that, and
do you feel like Kendrick Lamar is the king of the West Coast
at this time?
Right.
Yeah. I think he is
at this time. Yeah.
I mean, you know, they all gave him the crown, right? They had. You see that video?
Everyone.
It came out maybe about 4 or 5 years ago, 6 years ago. We was at the concert, and the game came out. Dr. Dre and Snoop, and it was like, it's all you, Young King. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So he's the king of the West.
He is.
Regardless if anybody else doesn't believe it or not, all the people that you believe is the king of the West gave it to him at the same time. They had a fucking ceremony for this shit, pretty much.
It's what it is.
You know what I'm saying?
They had a ceremony.
So if somebody comes and they feel like, if YG feels like, nah, nigga, I'm the king of the West.
You think he has?
You know what I'm saying?
You think he has the right to go over?
Does he have the right? Does he have the right to battle for that motherfucking crown?
I think if the great
Dre didn't give it to you,
because I think if the great
Dre didn't give it to you, but here's the thing though, Dre gave it to you, but if you're given the crown,
if you're given the title belt.
You have to defend it.
Shit.
You have to defend it.
I see where you're coming from.
And you know what?
Into that perspective
right, that's what I'm saying.
That's why I said that.
Because if anybody comes out and they tell me, if anybody, like if Drake comes out and he says, I'm the best rapper in the game. Okay, motherfucker, you got that title. But just also know that you can't turn down when somebody's coming at you. You can't turn it down.
I'm better than you, nigga.
Jay-Z never, like, much as Jay-Z, like, you know, he called himself the king of hip hop or whatever. You know what I'm saying? He was the king. A bunch of smaller level niggas would diss him. He dissed all them niggas back with one bar.
Yeah, he did.
You see, even 50 Cent, when 50 Cent was nobody, I'm about $1. What the fuck is 50 Cent?
Yeah, and he held his crown.
Right, he held his crown against everybody.
He did.
You see what I'm saying?
He fucking Muhammad Ali, they ass. Like,
except for Nas, but I mean that's another podcast.
You know what I'm saying? So to defend the title, you have to go off the rip. Just,
I feel like. If it's just some random motherfucker off the street and he's just like, yo, I'm a murk you. It's like, get the fuck out of here. But if it's somebody that's a formidable opponent and he's like, yo, I want the motherfucking crown. Like, as of right now, you talk about Memphis, who else but Young Dolph?
Yeah.
He's the one that's killing it right now as far as like people coming up and shit. So,
you know, I like Young Dolph.
If there's anybody that you're gonna defend it against, why not him?
It has to be the number one contender.
Number one contender. Right? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Hold up.
Well, I'm just saying though, like he got to defend it. So it's like, yo, I'm just saying.
Yeah, I understand. Like when I thought about it in that perspective, I was like, yeah, I get it. You're right. He will have to. No matter if someone hands you the crown, right, or if you're kind of self-proclaimed through people who aren't that, because you're more. You're out there.
A lot of people say that
Paul's underground, where Gotti, he's out there. You know what I'm saying? He's more of a radio rapper and shit. You'll hear him on the radio. So,
I mean, here's the thing though. If you really want to be, let's say you want to come up, right? Yeah. And you want to be the king of Memphis, but you can't be the king of Memphis because somebody's in your motherfucking way.
You're gonna have to go out.
You right? You see what I'm saying? Like T.I., right? Remember when he was calling himself the king of the South? Mm-hmm. There's people that stood in his way, right? Yeah. And he was like, fuck it, I'm going to go. If I got to go with everybody, I'm going to go with everybody. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. I still think that in certain instances, he didn't really come out victorious. But I feel like for anybody to go from there to there, you got to give him King of the South. You know what I'm saying? Plus, Face didn't want it no more. So that whole thing is like, Face didn't even want to be in that shit. He don't even want to have nothing to do with it. You see what I'm saying? It's a crown that he was given and he don't even really want.
It's funny.
You see what I'm saying?
They say it's a crown that was given to Face, but Face didn't even have the crown either. DJ Screw did.
Are you saying that because Pimp C said that?
No, I'm saying that because that's how I feel.
You feel like DJ Screw is the king
Screw started
of the South?
Pretty much, he himself is the king of the South.
Of the whole South? Think about this, bro. Hold on, wait. Think about this.
Hands down. He's
Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama,
and they all jammed,
Georgia, Florida, Tennessee.
And they've all fucked with Screw in some kind of way, and musically slow down their music. You know, paid some kind of respect.
But they have. But do you think that to say somebody's the king of the South, you would have to be like you are the reason that people rap in the South?
He was the reason there was a lot of people that made it in the South. He is the reason.
A lot of people in Texas.
He's kind of like the DJ Paul of the 3 6 Mafia.
In Texas, though.
Without DJ Paul, it was kind of like he made
This is we're going off into a whole other thing. But I'm saying in Texas, yes.
Texas, he was.
But all of the South, you're talking about Atlanta.
Oh, King of South, yeah.
What about Outkast?
Outkast?
You see what I'm saying?
How many?
No limit.
Yeah. How many lasting artists did they create that made marks?
So you're doing this based off of you creating I will say this. He created a whole, not even genre. He created a fucking culture. A whole culture. I'm not knocking that.
He did.
But
how many of these artists have created their own culture?
Title of the South.
It's a piece of the South, though. It's not the whole South. Yeah.
But
you see what I'm trying to say?
It is probably the biggest part. When you put it, if we would break the South down into,
but see that culture didn't even really hit.
Chart, his mark would be a lot bigger than most people. His mark as
so DJ Screw put on UGK
in the South. On the South. He did, or he did put them on, but he fucked with them before they made it. He fucked with it.
We'll talk about it on another podcast. We'll talk about this on another podcast because this is
while they were coming up or some shit. He fucked with them. They had a whole
the next podcast is going to be is going to be
can't be the next podcast.
Who really is the king of the South?
That needs to be a podcast that has my brother on it. That has to be a podcast that has my brother.
I mean, if your brother, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the bro. You know what I'm saying? But I mean,
shout out to El Sicario.
Yeah, El Sicario. You know what I'm saying? I said it like a Spanish. I spent it like a Spanish dude, right?
Nice,
you like that shit?
Yeah.
Now I'm just playing, but that's a whole other topic. You know what I'm saying? And it's we can't continue. Yeah, it's definitely to be continued. But you got to bring.
It's arguable.
You got to bring in people because see, I think also you're somewhat a little biased because you a Texas boy.
Well, right. I also look at. I mean,
I was Third Coast born in Texas raised, but I'm just saying.
I'm not saying he's the greatest artist.
No, you're saying the king of the South.
Yeah, king of the South. He's not the greatest artist out of the South.
I think there's people that's probably in like Florida that will say no. It's motherfucking.
It's Luke.
It's Luke, right? That's what I'm saying. We got.
I understand because he started a culture as well.
That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of people that came up. You know what I'm saying?
With the South. I mean,
but what is still what?
Fuck with Scarface on that Blessing in Disguise.
Where's the booty music at now? Where's the Luke music? It ain't nowhere, but you'll still hear some screw banging.
T.I. just named
in Texas.
No, in other states. That shit reaches Cali to New York, bro.
Hey, no. T.I. just named Trey as the VP of Grand Hustle.
I mean,
that's showing love. That's showing love. That's all
love,
like,
man. Affiliate. Hell, he was a member, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was a member.
Yeah.
He's
one of the younger members.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying, but I don't think that is solely with. We're going to discuss that next episode, y'all. We're going to maybe not even the next one. Maybe not even the next one because we might. I mean, it depends on who we can get in the podcast. Yeah, we have to wait for that. But this will be a topic of discussion. Who really is the king of the South?
Hey, well, you know where I stand.
Me.
Hey, future status, king of the South. Me, myself, and I.
I'll tell you who the king of the South is. Dylon, and Dylon.
I spit hot fire.
Yeah, man, we're gonna get up out of here, bro.
No, we're not. We're gonna take another cheers.
Damn, you came with this tequila, bro. You know what I'm saying?
You got a little lime juice. You got your lime juice.
Damn, bro, I can't fuck with this tequila like that. You know I fuck with this Henny, bro.
Lime juice.
I don't even really fuck with this tequila like that, bro.
That's why I didn't make it as high as this.
All right. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna fuck with it, bro.
Come on.
You trying to kill with this tequila, bro.
Oh, y'all trying to hit me with
it? Come on.
All right, man.
Ciabatta.
Yeah.
Pinche ciabatta.
Salud. Órale.
Salud.
Órale. Urel officially is not going to help put up a wall.
Can't drink tequila because of his inner.
Squirt. Get a squirt. Let's squirt. Just that lime juice. Take the taste out. Make it a little.
Ooh. Tequila will fuck me up, bro. Yeah, I gotta. You see him with the Henny or the Henny Black, man? You know
yes, I'd rather have had Henny, but it's more expensive.
Even with this tequila, man. I ain't got the Mexican genes like y'all, bro. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can handle that tequila, man. You know what I'm saying?
Man, it's not really handling.
No,
it's just. Are you about that life?
In your blood. Nah, man, we gonna get up out here. We appreciate y'all for joining us, man. Listen to the podcast.
Appreciate y'all, trillions.
Yeah, man. Appreciate everybody that listens to the end of the podcast, to the end of the podcast too.
I'll tell you, I have an idea. We need to get it out there. T-shirts, like some kind of clothing, like
it's coming.
Oh yeah, it's definitely gonna be coming.
Yeah,
but I have a new one that definitely. I mean, shit, I can say it right now because it's copyrighted by putting it on the air.
That's what you think.
No, okay. Who else is going to use our hashtag trillion? You know what I'm saying?
No one's going to use hashtag trillion.
Our trillions. You know what I'm saying? That's us. So why not make a shirt for our trillions? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like it says, "I'm truly a trillion." You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
I'm truly a trillion.
Yeah.
You know, like, that's a dope idea. Like that's coming for y'all. That's going to be coming.
We got something for the trillions coming. You know
be on the lookout.
Right.
We got things coming for y'all because we definitely appreciate y'all. Thank you for listening. If you stay to the end,
right. I've seen the YouTube video. The YouTube views has been going up too. So make sure y'all subscribe on YouTube, man. We appreciate that.
We're everywhere. If you hear us somewhere, subscribe somewhere else. Just hit the like. If you like us that much, you'll be willing to just go to that other form of listening. Hit the button, and it'll give us that view. You know what I'm saying? Get us that view.
You can always, it doesn't matter what podcast app you're in, you can always go to Trailmatic.com/truthbetold. That's Trailmatic.com/truthbetold. You can get all the podcasts there. You know what I'm saying? You can leave us comments, whatever you want to do. You know what I'm saying? You can always follow us on Twitter at BIGGU254.
Follow me at RIFFA254.
G is now on Twitter too.
Official today.
That's right.
On Twitter.
Yeah. What's your Twitter name, bruh?
Block Bleeder 21.
Block Bleeder 21. It's not Bleeder. It's
not Bleeder.
Bleeder.
Yeah. I'm going to link it in the show notes.
Yeah, we'll link it, definitely.
Yeah, we're going to roll up out of here, man. Shout out to the Trees. We appreciate y'all. We're going to roll up out of here. Deuces.
Oh, Pharaoh shit. Traumatic savages.
Know what I'm saying?
Know what I'm talking about?
Thanks for listening to the Truth Be Told podcast. Be sure to subscribe and log on to Trillmatic.com for the latest in underground music, film, fashion, and more.